Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Julia.
And I'm Jake.
And guys, it's October.
The spookiest of months.
Yeah! It's a spooky time in the Drawfee-verse, and we're gonna make drawings
of something you like and make it worse.
And make it worse, yeah! We got there.
You started off with the Monster Mash, and then it wound somewhere.
You know,
all things end in begin and end in Monster Mash.
You know, we've done Stranger Things on the show before, but we've never done Stranger Things on the show before.
Man.
It's Netflix's #1 80s rehash child horror Stephen King vaporwave monster Dungeons and Dragons nostalgia psychic show.
Yeah, it's all those things. And thank you to Trevor Fultz for suggesting we do this. I'm sure other people suggested this way back when
Stranger Things was a thing.
When it first came out, but we missed that. And so now we're coming around again in time for Stranger Things Season 2. This is going to be fun because we don't normally do knockoffs of live action shows.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So maybe this is like the cartoon knockoff of Stranger Things.
Stranger Things would absolutely... I mean, it would fit with the 80s theme.
Yeah.
To have a Saturday morning animated cartoon series of
Now I'm picturing it in the same animation style as the Hobbit cartoon.
Oh,
like
wow.
The 80s.
Real wrinkly? That Rankin Bass wrinkle bank?
Can you imagine one of those things being the Demogorgon and, like, coming at you?
I just like the idea of it constantly, like, breaking into song.
Yeah.
The way they do in that movie.
With my walkie-talkie, I can stay in touch with my friends. With my walkie-talkie, I'm safe until the end. With my Oh shit, Barbara's dead! Barbara's fucking dead! Ah!
I guess...
Excuse me, I'm cry screaming.
It has...
Because Barbara's fucking dead and she deserved so much better.
Barbara is the best. We're for sure going to do a knockoff Barb. She's the fan favorite. We need a real memeable character.
In the animated series, I feel like they bring back Barb as like a wacky ghost friend.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of like, oh, you, all the time.
Yeah. Watch out, boys. That looks like a ghost.
Of course, the name would have to be changed, but I think...
Boo-arb.
Boo-arb. Boo-arb. I was saying boo-arb.
So wait, are you drawing America's favorite drunken, morning, barely holding it together local police officer?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. We only have so much time on a Drawfee episode to do knockoffs. One of the great things about Stranger Things is that there's a whole sort of motley crew of characters, different groups sort of follow different plot lines. Like, a lot of people mentioned that, like, the teens are in, like, an 80s teen movie, the kids are all in a Steven Spielberg movie, and the adults are all in, like, a Stephen King movie. I'm trying to sort of be more efficient with the characters. Mm-hmm. So I think it's only prudent to combine a few. What I think is going to happen is we're not going to have a grown adult man be the sheriff.
Hopper.
Yeah, Hopper. He's very good, but I think what if we combined that lovely group of kids and the sheriff?
So wait, you are like on 17 different levels right now, and my mortal human brain can't, like, I can only see shadows of shapes that you are laying out right now.
They're doing the trench coat thing.
Oh, they're doing the trench coat.
They're doing the trench coat thing. They've still got the walkie-talkies. I guess. Let's see. The arms wouldn't be long enough, so we've got like a broom coming out here.
They're pretty crafty, those kids.
Yeah, they're pretty crafty. So maybe some people are aware that the sheriff of the town is actually a bunch of nerdy kids, but.
If we're going the animated series route, hear me out. What if, like, while the kids are investigating the freak of the week monster in their small town, what if, like, by the end they have to combine and Voltron into Hopper to save the day, and this is like their final form, kind of like Megazord it.
It would be a great 80s homage.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
They always have to combine and transform.
This is after they've transformed. They use a lot of Scotch tape in their transformation.
I want to see this combination riding on a bike. You know, they had a lot of bike scenes, those kids. I want to see this riding away on a bike.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
God, I haven't owned a bicycle in years, and like, I mean, besides all like the great like pastiche and homage work, Stranger Things just really made me want to own a BMX again.
Yeah, one that's like slightly too small and has spokes.
Yeah, way too small, not efficient for city travel.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, spokes, I'll need those. Or, not spokes, what am I thinking of? What are those bars that come out of like the back wheels?
So that your friend can stand and like just hunch over your
and
shoulders.
And you're like, yeah, someone will definitely be using that. Never used it. Never used it.
I
like, get your own bike. I'm not pedaling you. Let's go.
I mean, it's for friends or sick grinds.
Gotta make this make sense. Sick grinds.
That's from knockoffs Walking Dead. We haven't done
sick grinds. The main character the shambling, not quite
the shambling
alive.
Dudes.
The shambling dudes.
Guys, you're getting a 2-in-1 episode today. Congratulations.
Okay. So
leave a thumbs up if you like it.
This kid. Okay, we're gonna make this make sense.
I can't stop thinking about shambling dudes. It sounds like the restaurant that's just across from Margaritaville. You know. It's like, or like the band that performs at Margaritaville, you know? Enjoy your entertainment of the Shambling Dudes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so his body's going to be like here. Okay, so this kid needs to be a little lower down.
In this version of the show, it turns out like the Demigorgon was just people reporting this weird lumbering boy creature that they saw in the woods.
It spoke with 5 voices.
Have you seen anything strange lately?
I'm over 21. I was born in... Can someone do the math? Can someone do... No. 1901.
So, wait. There's so many... I mean, just like the original show, we're leaving a lot of like things up to the viewer to figure out.
Right. And I like that. I don't think we should be answering too many questions. I think, I don't think this form needs to make all the sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I do want to get the bike in there. Maybe just like...
Please do.
Please figure out to draw a complex mechanical design.
I was about to say, please draw the thing that I try to avoid drawing at all costs.
While we're going across like every artist's personal shit list, can you also get a full-sized horse and a photorealistic automobile in there?
No, Nathan can draw out a horse real fast.
I can draw a horse. It's one.
The bikes that get complicated.
The bikes are hard. There, it's here. It's got the light on the front, and it's just completely covered by trench coat. Yeah, here we go. Mm-hmm. This is just another broom. 2 brooms.
In the final fight scene with the Demigorgon, it's just a lot of light whapping.
They try to find the kids, and they follow the trail of strange objects that they had taped to themselves that have been falling off.
Mm-hmm.
Fake beard.
And then once every couple of minutes, we just cut to Winona Ryder, who is just fucking owning the screen.
Oh,
just like Oscar caliber shit.
Well,
that's the magic.
There we go. I got it.
But better. But more relatable.
Oh no, she was great in the show. But I was trying to think of like any cool quote from her in that show, and the only thing I could keep thinking of was how she would yell like "Will" in that like great like pained like mom like voice. And now every time I just think of her character, I think of Will.
What do you guys think of them going back to the same characters and setting for the follow-up? I really liked the original idea that they were laying out. I was like, no, this is like an anthology series. We're going to like jump around American Horror Story.
That could have been fun, but, maybe that's what this one does. All these characters aren't coming back in season 2 of, we need a title for this show.
Stronger Things.
Stronger Things. I was thinking Weirder Stuff.
Ooh, Weirder Stuff is good.
Weirder Stuff is a book about American folklore.
Is it really?
No, but it 1,000% sounds like I would go to Barnes & Noble and pick up a copy of weirder stuff. Weirder stuff. Chapter 1, Long Island.
Do you have any pieces of Long Island folklore?
Unfortunately, the thing that they based Stranger Things off of is a thing out of Long Island.
What?
Yeah. So it's I think they based it off of the Montauk monster.
Oh yeah.
There's that. Now I'm just thinking about what a friend told me. Well, she was not exactly sober, but she was very convinced, and she was like, "There's a door that no one's gone into in Montauk," and I was like, "You are for real?"
Is it
right
near
now?
the ice cream place or the putt-putt golf? I've been to Montauk. It's not a spooky place.
No, I mean, if you go during the winter, it gets kind of spooky, but during the summer, it's just haunted with thousands of tourists. Yeah, no, it's based off of the Montauk Monster, and that's all I know about it.
Oh man, that's way back. Like I went to summer camp in upstate New York, and all of our like creepy legends were just like outside of the campgrounds. There's a dude who kills people, and we're just like, oh man, that's super scary. I believe in that. That's super real.
No, Long Island's is like there's the United States government made a weather station in Montauk that every time a nation disgraces us, we send bad weather their way and wrecks them completely. And I'm like, holy shit.
God is so good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
It's great. It's great. I think the Montauk Monster is something else, but maybe they're connected. I have no idea. All I know is that they both take place in Montauk somehow.
And that is super Stranger Things, that there's just a government facility where the bad things go down.
Yeah. Bad things, yeah.
Matthew Modine personally oversees it.
So I see you've started someone else who looks very Barb adjacent here, Nathan.
Barbesque.
Yeah, this is Booarb.
Booarb, the friendly
Booarb,
ghost.
Here we go.
Booarb, the friendly ghost. So she is a ghost. She does die, but she's still around because they realized that she was going to be an internet sensation, and so we were like, well, we've got to keep her. We've got to keep her involved in the show.
I really want the show to bring her back, just so I can see what they do with it.
Oh, you bring back the iconic ruffle neck. The iconic ruffle neck that ignited a nation.
She's always got something to say. She's always like, "Oh, you guys."
I did the unfortunate thing where I showed my mom the trailer for Stranger Things, and she looked at Barb and she goes, "Oh, that's exactly how I looked in high school." And I was like, "Oh, let's not watch this show because you identify way too much with her so far."
It's the thing. Barb is all of us.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
You can't not identify with Barb.
Yeah, if you don't identify with Barb, you're a monster. You're the Demigorgon. Yeah.
I like the idea that just there's a bunch of people just watching this being like, no way, man, I'm definitely like the bully boyfriend. I'm Steve. I'm a total Steve.
No, I'm Steve's friends who are even worse.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any like redeeming scene. They're just like dicks for the entire show.
I really want to hear that story. Because, like, everything from the 80s and 90s that dealt with bullies, there was always, like, the head bully and then, like, assistant bullies.
Right.
Like, how do you become assistant bully Jeff? Like, do you work your way from, like, an intern bully?
And then you're, like, girlfriend of assistant bully Tammy.
Oh, Tammy will...
She's just there to chew gum and look very annoyed.
Tammy smokes cigarettes, does hand stuff way too early before she's emotionally mature enough to really accept what relationships are about, and like, ooh, America hates her.
Jeff, you gonna go beat up that boys now? The loser boys? Go beat up the loser boys.
Sure thing, Tammy. Hold on, I need to fill out my forms to make sure that head bully Steve approves of this new initiative.
Oh, Jeff, you abide by certain rules so well.
Come on, let's go sit in a convertible without seatbelts and drive real fast.
I still have to be home before 9. My dad's a cop.
Oh yeah, of course your dad's a cop. Yeah, of course. Obviously.
Her dad is the boys.
That is a layer of lore that I feel like you should not bring into. Hold on, my dad is several boys.
Several stacked upon each other boys.
Forget the monster. That's the real mystery of this show.
Everyone's like, yeah. Okay, Demigorgon, whatever.
Yeah.
What is with the boys, Dad?
Yeah, they open a portal to the Oopsie Doodles. I don't give a fuck. Why are there boy dads?
Oopsie Doodles.
That is this universe is upside down is the Oopsie Doodles. He came from the Oopsie Doodles.
The government wanted to harness the power in the Oopsie Doodle. But it was too much for man to control.
I want to get, like, some distant teens.
I can't stop thinking about the Oopsie Doodles. I have to get Will from the Oopsie Doodles.
In the Oopsie Doodles, vegetables taste like pizza.
I'm sorry, Nathan. So what's going on with these tiny children?
Distant bullies.
They're just some
distant bullies,
distant bullies.
The distant nerd's number one enemy.
Yeah.
Tiny Tammy.
Tiny Tammy.
Get that giant ponytail. Yep. Tammy always got that ponytail.
There we go. We got distant bullies.
Jeff, you're so good at glaring.
And then I want to get a Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Please tackle Winona Ryder for me.
In general or in the art space?
Well, Nathan will for sure be arrested if he tackled for real Winona Ryder.
Okay, I
feel like she would beast it. She would like judo him.
Oh my God, she totally would. She would just flip him.
Yeah.
Okay, here she is.
And I'd be like, "Damn, Winona Ryder, you awesome."
She what was her character's name in the show?
Oh, it was like, God, I'm just gonna look it up because I'm lazy.
Byers.
Joyce Byers.
Joyce Byers. So she's voice criers.
Oh my God.
Because she's
Will.
yeah. There she is.
I need to get my boys. Oh, here are my boys. I found them. Don't
She's
worry
so
about it.
sad.
Yeah.
She's so sad and God, I got the fucking layout of this is just. I'm trying to leave space for Julia.
I appreciate it.
The polygonal lasso tool has never had to work harder than it has today.
So she's just sort of, she doesn't realize that it's her son's friends in like their fusion form. So here she comes.
Officer, you're so lumpy.
Voice criers. There she is.
Peering overhead.
Disappearing overhead, and she needs a different festive, instead of Christmas lights, what?
Menorah. A menorah tied to the Oopsie Doodles through which she can communicate.
She's got the menorah.
I just really want them to be like light up Easter bunnies.
She's holding the menorah while also gripping. There she goes.
She tries to communicate and it only has 8 letters.
Yeah.
Fubba? What's a fubba?
Well, it's 9 if you count the shamash.
Oh my God, nerd.
I gotta draw.
I'm sorry I made you draw a menorah.
1, 2.
It's like the kind of menorah that plays a song every time a light comes on.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it just will not stop blasting music every time lights flicker on. You're just like, oh my God, Will, can you pick a different thing, please?
It's also super key in Jewish like ephemera and like merchandise that it's never a polyphonic speaker. It's always like single chirp. So it's always just like beep 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 beep. Like just the cheapest, tinniest beeper.
The cheapest beeper.
The monster from the Whoopsie Doodles is coming. Will, type your message faster. Beep. Beep, 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 beep.
That actually would be super scary. That like it's this.
But they have this like tense music going, and then the second the lights start to flicker, they have to like pause the music so you hear the beeping going on, and just like cuts the suspension.
Like I'm always so jealous in around Christmas time when all like the cool dancing Santa Clauses like emerge at like the drugstore. They got like wiggling hips and like a full song parody. It's always super
Where
rad.
are you shopping?
What? Are you kidding me? When that stuff drops, they're like at like CVS, at Target. Like you cannot escape cool electronic Christmas stuff once the season 'tis upon us.
Oh, I thought you were talking about those like Salvation Army people who dance, who dress up, and I was very confused. I was like, "What Salvation Army people are like swinging their hips at the
I mean, if they
store?
care about the poor enough, all of them.
Okay. Julia,
It is my turn.
you've got to draw something. I've been drawing for too long.
Yeah.
So
Should Julia draw like our version of 11,
Yeah.
or should she do the monster from the Oopsie Doodle?
I think both.
Oh, I'm gonna tackle both.
I drew like 8 characters. Julia gets to draw at least 2. If there are any other teens you want to draw,
any other team.
there are so many teens. I got all of the.
Well, there's Will's brother Jonathan.
Oh yeah, there's sad.
And there's Nancy.
There's sad teen.
Oh, yeah,
there's
Nancy.
concerned girl teen.
I think I'm gonna tackle 11 for
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
11:30.
I think
Oh God, I was like trying to think of what was funnier than 12, and you did it.
Oh no, what's the funniest number is 420.
hey, nice.
This is 11, of course, the heart and soul of the show. Besides Barb, she also acted the crap out of that part. So what makes her a knockoff?
I feel like she's just way too intense. Like 11's still like, oh, I'm a little girl.
Okay, so she's fully leaning into her psychic
Oh yeah,
powers.
no, she's like, fuck this.
Julia's basically
Tetsuoing.
no, she's become Jack from Mass Effect 2.
Oh, okay.
yeah, basically.
Just a fucking pissed off bald psychic lady. That I hear this is a little bit of a Hollywood insider info, but I hear in the new season of Stranger Things, 11 actually goes to Super Saiyan level 3.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
She goes beyond Super Saiyan.
Does that explain why she has hair suddenly?
I mean,
the
like
trailers?
it's still coming in, like it's still short, but like it's like the weirdest geometry you've ever seen a head do.
Oh, I really messed up her anatomy, huh?
No,
I'm like,
it's
I'm
fine.
like
No,
trying to hurry, but
It's a very billowy
No,
shirt.
Julia, I hurried so that you could take your time. Look at the anatomy of
Shoulder Winona.
of shoulder Winona or no,
Winona sure is riding that weird boy man.
it's voice criers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and what Officer Jumper, who is actually I think we're just gonna call it Boy Squad.
so 11 really liked waffles. I
Yeah.
feel like 11:30 really likes breakfast burritos.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
she's on that breakfast burrito tip like way before it took on.
Yeah, she was like, hell yeah, it's like a whole breakfast in a convenient wrap.
She like goes, she takes the time, like places her order because it's hard. You know, the thing about the waffles was she could just take them frozen from the store.
What do you mean you have no sour cream?
Yeah, she's like grabbing ingredients from the grocery store and just like sending. Does she have the same sort of telekinetic abilities, or does she have different powers?
I feel like she still has her telekinetic powers, but since she's fully embraced it, it doesn't like mess her up quite as much.
Is she on a skateboard that's floating?
Hell yeah. She's a
Ma-
rebel
make
with a
it-
cause.
Put it in front of the teens, or else those
All
teens
right.
are just actually really small, which I don't hate. Maybe
They are just pocket bullies.
they are just really small
At the
teens.
government facility, Matthew
Yeah.
Modine is like, we have decided to move into tiny teen technology in order to harness its power.
Our knockoff series starts at like season 4, where everybody has been fully inundated in like the crazy government hijinks that's going on, and so everybody's got some sort of mod. Like the boys confuse into a man. Voice Criers is still, she just loves her festive holiday lights. The teens are tiny, and Boo Arb is a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
No gods, only me. Oh, so cool.
She's just like fully embracing the rebelliousness. She's like, hey, you know what? I really got screwed over here, didn't I?
Looking at this image really makes me thankful that actual teenagers don't have telekinesis.
Yeah.
Because, whoo boy.
I feel like that's it for 11.
Okay.
She's just like-
what is it just 11 again?
11:30. Sorry.
11:30. Okay, cool.
Sorry, my mind had already moved on to what I was going to draw next.
Okay, yeah,
and
we've
then
got
I
a
messed
nice section of canvas left.
that
To
up. Right.
fill with horror.
Yeah,
Fill
yeah,
with,
yeah.
Whatever D&D monster we want.
Yeah.
We've got Basilisk. We've got
Owlbear.
Owlbear.
I definitely play a lot of D&D.
Gelatinous cube.
Oh, Gelatinous Cube. Shambling Mound. That's one.
Wait, is that the one that's like a wrong lion?
No, that's a Lamia.
There's one that's like someone like drew a lion but wrong.
Okay.
Could I put this homeboy on his own layer
Okay,
here?
so what are we looking at here, Julia?
So I'm doing the Demigorgon.
Right.
Right.
So we've got a head. Is that its head? Is that because the Demigorgon famously did not really have a face? It just sort of had like a
Right.
mouth hole.
Right. It was like a
It-
big old plant.
It looked like a man. It looked like a man
With
who
a
was
plant
real
head.
skinny, who had like a Venus flytrap face.
Right. So that
this
that dude had no.
I love this position. It looks like, you know, when you've got real bad gas, so you like stick your butt up in the air to like get the farts out.
No.
No.
Well,
You are a weirdo and a freak.
Not in
and
public,
you should be ashamed.
but at home.
No, when you have really bad gas, you just wait till you're near someone you don't like a normal person. You lure your enemies into an elevator.
So I feel like the Demigorgon was just really tall and big and imposing. He was just like some strong bro with a plant head.
He was a scary friend.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. I feel like this guy...
A slime jerk.
An ooey gooey buddy.
An ooey gooey buddy. Yeah, so this guy... So the Demigorgon didn't have, like, eyes.
No, so this guy has too many eyes.
This guy has too many eyes.
Oh. Because you don't know where to look. You don't know if you're trying to be polite in conversation.
Yeah. Oh, my eyes are down here because my head's down here because I'm doing
This is just how I walk. I have bad
pose.
posture.
I have the worst posture.
I have really bad scoliosis.
But then what am I looking at? That's a false face.
I have a few of those.
Okay, so we've just got sort of the top of a mouth.
Yeah, but no bottom.
No bottom. So it's like a vacuum cleaner.
He's all teeth. He's all teeth and eyes.
He sort of comes up to you and goes like... He can't chomp on you though because there's no jaw. He just like sort of headbutts you with the bottom of his face.
Right.
Why did I bother drawing anything? I just want to watch the adventures of this guy and Buar.
Yeah, they hang out pretty regularly.
This looks like one of those. If you ignore all the other eyes, it looks like one of those those head buddies from Spirited Away. Right.
Is that a tendril or a horn?
It's like little tendrils.
Tendrils are the worst.
Yeah, I mean Julia's been getting to really get her tendril game on point with these October episodes.
Yeah, I don't draw enough tendrils, so I'm trying to get that little out.
Enough wriggling pieces. Yeah. Okay. So this is just
too many, and now.
And if you touch those, what happens? You just feel kind of icky.
It's like it's like the same sensation as when seaweed touches you in your water. Yeah, exactly.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
You just said the worst feeling.
Yep. And you're just like, oh God, stop it. No.
And then you shake it a little, and it just wraps around it even more.
So then I feel like...
What is that? Oh.
I'm trying to draw... So the first dude... So the Demigorgon looks quite like a plant. Quite.
Mm-hmm.
I want this guy to look like a bug.
Well, you've got, the classic bug face that all bugs have.
Well, like spiders. Spiders have eyes.
Spiders
have lots of eyes.
Janet, is that you? Janet, give us back Julia. Janet, you have no power here. We just riffed you. You're just a riff, damn it. Janet,
yeah, I think all the main characters probably get killed off pretty fast, and then Janet is the only one. It's like, well, I guess it's just me now. I can't do the voices.
Time to make catty comments about girls' outfits at the mall.
I thought it was going to be just a regular summer. Little did I know I would end up being the main character of some wacky adventures.
Oh no, I forgot to do my chemistry homework. Womp womp.
Well, my teachers are dead, so it doesn't matter as much. But I was just hoping to really learn about science. Turns out, all the scientists are evil. That's the moral of this show. Science is evil.
No, their science teacher's cool. He tells them about stuff to help move the plot along.
The radio.
Yeah.
Tells them about
and other dimensions.
And the upside down. I'm sorry, the oopsie doops.
The oopsie doots. I like the idea of this is an animated show, but this creature is just a puppet.
Oh,
we green screen in because the design is too complicated.
That actually would be. That's kind of great.
You just kind of animate him by like
that's how.
He's eating the tiny team down there.
Oh God, because he doesn't have a lower jaw, so it would just be kind of like a top down, like stick blender situation.
It's like an emulsion blender. Immersion blender.
The mulcher.
So what are we calling this guy?
Let's call him the Demi Maybe.
Demi Maybe.
The dummy Gorgon's more like. Oh no, my legs.
I I like Dummy Gorgon.
Dummy.
You're just a dummy Gorgon. Oh.
Dummy Morgan.
Demi Moore?
Demi Morgan.
That's real bad.
Oh, that hurt my throat to make that noise.
Good.
Sad Dummy Gorgon noise. Okay, so I think Homeboy's done over here.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Well, so yeah, this is our show, Weirder Stuff, coming to
Voodoo.
Vudu. It's gonna be streaming on Vudu. Yeah, I think we did it. I think we
so.
solved it. I think we got the SEO.
I think we did
on the new season
make
of Stranger
weirder
Things.
stuff.
I think we made some pretty weird stuff.
Weirder stuff.
Hey, if you guys want to know more about like the 1980s and spooky ooky stuff, do you know my podcast, Wizard and the Bruiser, just released an episode about John Carpenter's The Thing?
Oh my God, I gotta take a listen to that.
I mean, if you want to know the horrible series of industrial accidents and slime that was wasted to make the spookiest movie of the 80s happen, check it out on iTunes, Wizard and the Bruiser.
Yeah, and while you're at it, you could check out What Should We Draw? It's a podcast that I host with Caldwell. Julia's been on, Jake's been on, a bunch of Drawfee friends have been on, and it's a fun time. You can find Drawfee on all manner of social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch. All the links in the description. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the oopsie doodle. We're sorry.
Sorry.